Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Taken about 7 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Gurley. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 8.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Play action. It's Ryan. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. K'Lavon Chaisson drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. The Patriots send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. This is taken at the 23. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st. Good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 16. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
At the 11.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
What you call a rookie mistake. And they work this out past the 25. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the 1st quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
They're going to try and run this with Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And the Jags grab it. And some room to roam now. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score.
Josh Lambo.
Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Ryan. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And the Patriots.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Patriots' 36-yard line.
2nd and 9 now. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. A running play on 1st down will get 4 up to the 29.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 29, Ryan going up top for Miller. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 49 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Ryan. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Gurley. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
The ball carrier.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another 1st down run right there.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here. 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Patriots 7.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was taken.
But that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He'll find his man, LaVisca Chenault. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A little too amped up there, got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
At the 42-yard line.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. Now the ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
On the carry.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 36, Ryan. That'll be caught by Cup. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
New England.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Todd Gurley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. PAT here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And again this time to the tailback. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react.
And this is going to backfire big time. He'll go down in the end zone, and that's a safety. And around the goal line, sometimes trickeration can be great, turn into a big play. Here it backfires.
To put it mildly, when you give up 2 points on an offensive play, especially that close to the goal line, razzle-dazzle there.
And on his first carry, he loses the football. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Now Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
New England.
Todd Gurley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead.
Makes the score Patriots 21, Jaguars 16. Justin Rohrwasser to kick off for New England.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for... And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. The open man is Westbrook. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. D.D. Westbrook with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. And the lead is now 2.
Makes the score Jaguars 23, Patriots 21. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. And some room to work. There he goes left side. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Jaguars 30, Patriots 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Yeah, he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Justin Rohrwasser to kick off for New England.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. 10
at their own 28-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
2nd and 4. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
25, the ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Hands it off out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this. Yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Oliver, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decided.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Miller.
Scotty Miller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
The kick is good.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this will be incomplete. The pass.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Able to complete this to Chenault. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
The 49-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Complete to
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
They'll take over.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Intercepted.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Had 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 2nd and 3. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sherman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now they try the right side here. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 45, 45. Mike, 45. 45 is the Mike. Over 19. Shake. Protect the backer. Set up.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Gain of 3.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They have more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a handoff looking right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a handoff here to his running back. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Josh Lambo
taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Jaguars 43, Patriots 28.
to the touchdown. He'll kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Patriots.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Ryan, he'll drop this underneath to Gurley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Ryan, man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Play action. Ryan going deep this time for Miller. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Looking for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First and 10 at the 40.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 44. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. From the gun, Ryan. Caught! It's the tight end, Kelsey, for a New England touchdown.
Number 87,
Travis Kelsey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score.
Jaguars 43, Patriots 35. Justin Rohrwasser to kick off for New England.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They run on first down as they get about 3. Second and 7 forthcoming. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do.
At the 40-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Connection made with Chenault. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 39. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Down to about the 22 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They get this out left, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. From a yard out. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jaguars, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.